where he is able to have a really great impact early in the bot lane. Now, you still have a good bot lane matchup. I still think that the Nico and Corki are going to do fine.
And those grubs not spawned yet. And so it's just getting some plates. Just hanging around the mid lane, and okay, that's a flash on in. Showmaker in a lot of trouble, goes down. First blood goes to Raptor on the Kiana, and that's what happens when you don't have your flash. And he's just gonna have to give up the other two. Although flag is coming down, and Showmaker is going down to the bottom lane. Nice flash here from Clear. Sees the Realm Warp, and he's just like, yeah, never mind. My team is getting grubs up top, and I'm getting ganked, so I'm just gonna run away from this.
So one grub still taken for DK. I think this is one of those situations where both teams are like, it's fine, 2 grubs for BNK, but they did give up Dragon.
Second plate should be going down here momentarily, as here's Raptor though, gonna find Barrel. There's the root into the wall, into the ult. Does he have the damage? Doesn't look like it just yet, although Barrel is gonna flash away and just dies anyway. Raptor saying, dude, I'm Kiana. And it doesn't seem like anyone on DK seems to know what this champion does.
The game, because aiming is still able to farm up, but these are very big leads that are being built here for BNK as Lucid.
Oh boy, yeah, just gonna run into 4 people and die! Everybody was backing together. I hope you guys are ready to see the true power of this champion.
Well, especially with Annie and Rumble and Nico. There's a lot of power here.
Ocean Soul.
As we do have Ocean Soul, which...
4th ranged minion comes in as there is the ult stun, and now the Nico follow up the flash, does get the knock up into the root, and Showmaker is just dead again. The kill does go over to Kellen, but he's been trying so hard to make those plays happen. He finally gets one here. The rest of the team is ahead, especially when you consider the Kiana. Although Lucid is up a level on Raptor. The farm has been good for Lucid, so he's not massively behind. As here's Shiu getting bullied on the right side. Raptor in a lot of trouble himself. They're going to get that shutdown on the Yunara of all people. As BNK go a bit too deep in the enemy jungle. The flash follow from the side of Lucid is big. Plus the binding comes in, although a bit of a trade comes back here. Diablo trying to make something of it as he does get the kill onto 2. Alongside of Vikla. As now Kellen, he's still on the run, but eventually he will just die, as they should give this kill over to Shiu, and it's a big turnaround here for Dplus KIA.
And aiming went unchecked for most of that fight, leading to him now also feeling a lot better. And you can see it there on the gold graph. Not enough though. I do still think that DK is gonna have to give up this Rift Herald, and we are seeing some pinks going down as well. I think they're expecting that to get placed towards the top half as, guys, the cannon is there. Is it enough?
Yeah, I mean, Realm Warp coming in here as well. Showmaker going to get the aggro on this. As Clear is just doing as much damage as he can. As the Redemption added a little bit of damage. Clear still alive under this turret with basically nothing. The mid lane turret should be going down, and it's only a matter of time until somebody presses a button, but this push in mid is not being responded to very quickly.
But they got top as well. So I think that if you are BNK, probably not feeling too bad. Got 2 turrets. We'll give one up, and the kill did go over to Showmaker, which helps to dig him a little bit out of the hole here. But I think DK still should be able to get it, because that's Kellen. Raptor will get spotted here.
Yeah, a little bit late for the real Kiana.
Spot this going on. And I think they're just looking to get a response. Do note, Shiu doesn't have TP, but neither does Clear. He's here though. Vikla TPing in now.
Yeah, it's just 5v4, and their turn is excellent.
Oh, they're going to give it up.
It's just going to be up to Lucid to try to steal it, but now with the equalizer, he just has to give it away. So a nice play here from the side of BNK, identifying that Shiu did not have his TP. You can fall behind and then eventually not have side selection towards the end of the best of 5. Raptor kind of just running through the dark here. He's going to find a couple of members, as there's the ult, going to throw Shiu away, but he still dies. Meanwhile, Kellen by himself here. He's got Vikla actually, but this is looking very good for the side of Dplus KIA, as 1 by 1 they are falling on the side of BNK. 3 of them will go over to DK.
That's going to be inner. That is a really big swing, Valves. I kind of have a hard time wrapping my...
If the Corki is hitting the Mbessa for that long, you also have Ryze and Yunara. So it's like, okay, aiming just going to run into this one. Thinks he can take the 1v1. He says, I'm Yunara, I'm OP. Flashing in is Diablo, and eventually gets pretty close, but he was going 1v4.
Wait, Vikla, no!
Vikla also going in, as, you know, he's pretty fast with this one. Actually looking pretty good for the side of BNK. the Zhonya's very nice timing here for Vikla. And that's a stun down as Lucid's going in. It's a very broken up fight. The equalizer only on the Lucid as he goes in, and he might be going out into the Death Tamer. Down he goes. Double knockup is here, and Clear is found aiming on the right side. Might be able to take him down. Finally does with that harpoon. As is very much Rise grouping at this point in time.
Oh, you know I was going to yell it. As we'll see, Clear, I think, little too early, maybe by the end of it. I think now he does it, yeah.
Yeah, especially with the shield.
Yeah.
Just making 100% sure. That's still going to be very late on the map here.
Yeah, he does a will of TP by the time he's back. Obviously, his backline is found. Here we are again.
Just Kellen hanging out. He's going to get caught once again. Meanwhile, we got Shiu in a bit of trouble.
He has Death Dance. He's not.
He has Death Dance. He is not going down. And 2 Ocean Drakes, good enough for now. Vikla in a bunch of trouble. He will be fighting the dust as well. Clear by himself up against everyone. And he's just clearing the wave. And so another big play here for Dplus KIA, up 6,000 gold.
And it's Diablo by himself, pushing in mid, trying to get anything out of this, but that's going to be Baron, and the Baron is going to lead perfectly into the Ocean Soul as well. And BNK,
they're not quite going to land the stun. And so Lucid gets away, and now that Snow Kiana ult and Shiu is in the backline, they're going to throw everything into this Ambessa, who just turns the fight on its head. Big equalizer, though. Going to get 2 already for BNK. Make it a third. BNK are turning the fight around. Showmaker by himself only has Barrel. And they kind of just ran face first into Clear's Rumble, and they didn't know what to expect. As Barrel should be going down, and it will be an ace. It wasn't clean, but it's a huge win for BNK.
And just like that, the 8.5K gold lead turns into 4. Yet another reminder that in Rise Group, anything is possible going to come through, which is going to make the burst a lot harder, as Vikla might be by himself here.
Yeah, he's just going to try to turn on the Showmaker because he has nowhere to go. The whole team is coming up here, including Redemption, as he will go into his Zhonya's, trying to buy some time, but just kind of dies after the fact. The Showmaker essentially solo, going to take that one down. Nice little binding here onto the clone and the real one. And Kellen is just getting out. They got to deal with Shiu in the side lane, so they're going to have to back away from this play.
Now Shiu might be a little bit overextended. We'll see. I think they could be looking for a collapse here.
It is BNK, so the whole team's just trying to move. Yeah, he's just going to TP. Lots of damage was coming out, but not enough.
Yeah, that's still pretty costly, though. The deep flank is going to come through from Clear here.
The bottom lane turret is, like, gone. But they don't care at all about that. They just want to go for the fight.
This is just Rumble. Like, I don't...
Yeah. Meanwhile, the bottom lane...
They need to... They're canceling the backs.
Yeah.
That's just inhib.
Yeah, the inhib's just gone. So the Gambit does not work.
No, Shiu.
No, that's gone
the minions. Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
So that's bot lane inhib gone with Baron in 30 seconds.
They have the advantage, but BNK have the tempo vibes, if that makes sense.
Oh, I get that. Barrel's
after the last fight, you know?
Baron, why are you here?
Just gonna find a bunch of members of BNK and die.
You're in!
Yeah, but Vikla's here. So that's going to be stopped. It's a bit of a 4-on-3. The equalizer, they will have to turn on a Lucid, who just goes in, but it still goes over to Raptor, who lands the smite. Aiming is looking pretty good. And the ult here from Shiu is massive. Gets into that back line, and Aiming is doing tons of damage. Will take down Raptor as Kellen just barely gets away. Vikla is holding on, trying to survive here, and that he will.
So no one dies on DK. They will be able to push more. It's definitely going to be a negative gold Red Bull Baron power play.
Well, Barrel nearly dies, and actually might still. Heals coming in, and it's actually just a bait.
It was just all there. It was all planned. It was all planned.
They're solo, actually. Aiming just not paying attention? I don't know. He just dies. Showmaker also just dies. Just standing there, they got rooted, and so it kind of looks silly, but yeah, they had no other choice but to stand there and die. They're catching up in gold, too.
Yeah.
They're getting some gold in the side lane. You know, they get that inner turret. They're trying to hide on bush.
Executioners is done. We're buying ward stones now. Good on you, Kellen.
Still here in the side lane. BNK don't seem to have a good answer to this.
Okay, they will have vision of Raptor. He TP's back as well. That's definitely quite early.
But it's only Clear that can do anything to him.
And Nips down.
They just let it go. They're like, no, we didn't want that anyway.
Well, you kind of do, though.
Nah.
He's available. It's okay. It's going to be Elder Flip. It's going to be Elder Flip.
Snow Flash Tibbers. As
They
they're
got
going to find
Diablo.
Diablo. Can they follow up on it is really the question, as the zoning is there, but Shiu is on the back line. Kellen getting pretty low himself, but Shiu goes into his GA.
They got Raptor.
They did get Raptor as well, and that is going to be huge. The Flash Exhaust comes in as the kiting will begin, and Vikla doesn't have any help here as the front line just disappears. Shiu's still doing a ton of damage. And Diablo just by himself gets flashed on by the Jarvan. And that will be the end of this game. Just a weird fight in the mid lane. No objectives taken. And DK will take it eventually.
And like a good thriller, when you think you know what's about to happen, it takes a left turn. We thought we were going to get an Elder Flip. We thought it was going to be an objective fight. No. They just kind of fight each other. And DK somehow get a clean ace. And DK game 1 strikes again, and I don't feel like that's a good representation of the game.
Very convincing fashion.
But I
here
don't
for
really
DK.
have another way of talking about it, Valdez. You don't have AD damage. They have Cassante.
Thunder Sky Xinjiao should be good enough, right?
Not only that, but you reduce the value of your Ziggs because they're going to stack MR. Streak. A lot of those games were also, they were not pretty. They really were very one-sided. I love this, though. This is a Raptor classic. Going for the early gank. There's no heal available, no flash on aiming. Pantheon also has the ability with his Empower W to proc Braum stun immediately.
Now you don't fully clear the wave, and Kellen is tanking this one up all the way down. First blood goes to the Pantheon, and they deny a tiny little bit away from aiming.
Like, or not a W hit. I don't think it would have actually died, but it's flash for flash, which I would say favors Vikla, actually. I think Victor has an easier time farming from a little bit of a distance, and the Pantheon ganks are so strong. Like, that's not a good time. And I think they're too late. Like, DK's entrenched. They really get to set up properly here.
Just trying to engage on a Vikla who does not have his flash. He's going to get caged, and down he will go. First kill for the side of DK will come down to Lucid. Raptor getting on in there, not going to, well, he gets the one grub, but he's not going to get out of here, as that is a couple of kills going the way of Dplus KIA.
Diablo, don't check that brush. Don't do it.
Did you say check that brush?
So,
all right, here we go. They're going to find Raptor over the top. The Ziggs bomb comes in, and Raptor, they're just going to turn on a Kellen instead and let Raptor go. Not sure about that, but engage
again,
Braum.
into Ziggs and Veigar.
Yeah, engage Braum.
Maybe my waffling about damage profiles just turns out to be moot. It doesn't matter at all.
XX Soul.
And I just looks, oh my god, game to win. Like, it's just not going to happen. There's no shot.
That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. I do agree. Lucid is actually a raid boss. Diablo doesn't get to play the game. Really did not want to flash, but now he's got to get away from the redemption kill. This is already complete here for Barrel.
I swear, oh, Raptor, you might have to flash.
Yeah, he definitely will have to. I don't know if that's going to help him, though, as he might just die first. There's the R button press from Showmaker, and he is down. Dplus KIA controlling everything.
So that's Flash and Barrier gone on Diablo. Barrel showcasing again that he is in fact the most aggressive redemption user we have.
There. It's kind of like getting baited by the vision they have rather than playing safe around the vision they don't have, which is what they should be doing, especially after losing one. Engage Braum comes in. They're going to find Barrel. In goes the Pantheon. Gets in the cage, actually. Diablo and Kellen, though, zoned away. As eventually Barrel kind of fail flashes and will go down here. But Diablo pretty low. Let's see what will come of this fight now, as she was just going to land that full Q as in goes the cage, and that Cassante not very safe here. Showmaker says nobody can get close to me. Raptor trying to frontline for the team. They will take down Lucid actually, but the bomb gets him on the backside. Vikla continuing to go here up against Showmaker, as eventually the Braum, or rather Raptor does bite the dust, and Showmaker actually gets the kill at the very end with the Q. Just takes him out.
Wow. And the game is I think, nigh unplayable here, barring a colossal throw from DK. And BNK, they're going to keep trying, but it's not working.
They're going in onto mines. I mean, Diablo trying to tank this one out, essentially. Lucid, though, caught out, and eventually does go down. The Showmaker gets there a little bit too late.
Okay.
You're giving a chance over to BNK to come back in this game.
Contesting is really risky, yeah. I think DK also realizes that. Barrel doesn't have smite.
Gonna find Kellen, but actually it was a bait, and Clear just kind of misses. All right, there's the slow and the stun follow-up, and Showmaker is just dead. No flash for him, and it's a shutdown going over to Diablo.
There we go. Very careful, as aggressive satchel from aiming, but doesn't really follow it up with much more damage.
It's fine if there's no engage on the enemy comp, right? You're not really being not really being threatened. And here comes Siu, the flash into the sun. Diablo just needs to get out of the fight right now, although Lucid is going so deep for this Lucian, and I think he just dies to Cassante instead. So Lucid seeing blood in the water, but now he only sees his own.
So Lucid ends up being overextended by himself, and that's going to be the Herald going over here to BNK. Smite is there. Now DK might look immediately for Otacon.
That to BNK. They're going to make a position.
I just don't think you can approach here. Like, your engage just isn't good enough.
Well, what if you just force it?
With the Herald, let's go!
Yeah, just force it. And now you're, okay, well, your Pantheon is very far away from the Heralds, or the Otacon, rather, and, yeah, no, I have no idea. She was just going to ult away, and they just get the Otacon for free. Maybe a re-engage here, a re-contest.
Yeah, Lucid's going to try and heal. They're going to look for the fight here, I think. But Soulpoint's going to go over for to BNK.
Yeah, and they throw everything in that they possibly can outside of the smite, of course, so it just goes to BNK. And Clear's like, well, we could fight, but why? So he just presses that. Little satchel in mid. And so DK are getting more gold on the map.
That they are. We're going to get back to the conversation, though, about my worries about the damage late game for DK. As I think we're already seeing some of it, where they have a lot of burst, but the consistent damage isn't that great. Like, he's really far up. Is he just dead?
You mean Clear?
Sorry, Clear.
Is, maybe. He is Cassante, and he's not quite going to time that correctly, as down he will go. Lucid does have to go into the Crescent Guard, but yeah, Clear.
Versus are real, and then it's just, that's a full wrap.
You should.
No.
I mean, okay, we're just dashing into melee range of the Scion. And that's going to be the flash setup, but Diablo, who's going to take the bomb to the face too, as there's the engage from the face, but he just dies. And now we have a flank coming in. Diablo in a lot of trouble. He's immediately going to start going the other way, but Flash comes in and you can't get away from the Xin Zhao. Clear, zoned away on the right side, and Raptor all by his lonesome is continuing to go in, gets the kill, as Sundered Sky, more OP than Sundered Sky in this case. And
Clear's going to get the execute again?
Yeah, he's just clearing the wave too.
Oh, I like that. No! I thought Showmaker was further away. Has been really good on these engages on the Scion.
Yeah, flank Scion.
The Raptor doesn't have flash, but he can go for the ultimate in. If Raptor steals this, they get Soul. That could be a win condition for BNK Valdez.
Yeah, absolutely could be. We have TP coming in from the Victor as potential stun here from the engaged Braum. Clear on the backside. So you're doing a good job of zoning everybody away. As Kellen is just dead, but a lot used into the Braum, I suppose, as the sun is going to miss. It's knocked into the side by the blast cone. That's how I like to see it used. As Diablo now in a lot of trouble, nowhere for him to go, and it is just an absolute slaughter in favor of Dplus KIA, and they will take down this dragon as well.
And that should be maybe not the Nexus falling, but the end of the game. I think DK are about to go up 2-0 here. And yeah, they're just going to look to end. They have a lot of damage here towards structures with Ziggs. No one with wave clear is up anytime soon. They're just pushing to end.
Well, we got 13 seconds on Cassante. That's going to be the first member that actually is able to try to do something. Kellen will have to somehow get in and try to block some shots onto the turrets, perhaps, but it doesn't look like there's enough time. Down he goes, and Clear is up. And all they got to do is hit that Nexus, and they have so much AP that they can. They're just going to get the kill. It's 2-0 to Dplus KIA. 30 minutes for game 2.
You have Wukong, you know, this big wombo combo. You can play with the shove. In practice, though, doesn't aiming just like try to walk up auto once and then just die? For Diablo and Kaliner early on, and they have not been able to really showcase us the same performance as Lucid, looking for a dive here towards Clear.
Yeah, meanwhile, we got to play in mid, but yeah, that's going to be a quick first blood going the way of DK as Showmaker just accepts his fate. Doesn't even flash. He says, I'm too far up the lane here, and it gets traded back. Flash away.
That's a really big win. Nicely done there by the 2v2 for BNK. As Raptor, Lucid is alone, but does have W, so should be fine. Does take some damage for his effort. You cannot be contesting this crab. Showmaker does have ult, so maybe they want to look for a delayed play here.
Well, it seems like they're doing something of the sort as it's going to be Beryl in a lot of trouble, gets swept up, and looks like he should be a casualty here. Down he goes, kill given over to Raptor, who is now 2-0. All three of the grubs. Eventually.
Down the line.
Yeah.
At some point. As we'll have to see if there's any counterplay that can be found here, or particularly playing around Raptor. Right, that's kind of what we're looking towards. And I don't think it's going to get better for Clear, unfortunately. As this is a wave that's being prepped. Oh boy.
Yeah, he's just going to go forward instead. He says, I'll just die over here instead of under the turret.
I mean, that's what you can do. Like, get the minions. That you were never living there.
Yeah.
So you might as well.
Denied an assist from Lucid.
But it still feels very bad. As Showmaker finally, I remember hearing about the, I forgot where it was, but hearing about the tech of just holding on to the point in your ultimate until you actually need it. Any of Clear's gameplay has been an issue. He got dove, and I got dove again. Yeah,
he's just playing Renekton into Jace. As now he's gonna get in range and just gets kited out.
Oh no, okay, that was not good.
And now Lucid's coming in.
Oh no, not the war timing. That feels so bad.
Just wait for Kellen. Surely you can just play safe top. It's okay. He's gonna flash away, and he gets cycloned again. And Kellen never gets there on time, not in a million years. So that's going to be another kill.
He suffered enough.
What do you mean? You gotta follow the croc.
No.
Yes.
Oh, come on. Oh,
punish again.
He's so dead.
Yeah, there's no winning. They're even gonna heal their way in. It's, yeah, might as well, I guess. As now trying to make a play in mid. They're trying to get Shiu, but instead it's Raptor who's in a lot of trouble, but actually baits him in as Kellen does join the fight. Showmaker is pretty low, but he is going to get away just barely.
And I'm getting increasingly worried that we're just watching our final Rise versus Rise battle end with a win. That can't be the way, Feldes. We gotta get a resurgence here. Maybe an outcome play from DK could pull it back.
Which certainly worries me for their chances. They're not gonna fade over this objective, of course. Maybe the next one.
You can do it, Showmaker. Crap's just kind of stuck there as a...
Yeah. All right, nice knockback to delay the sweep, but it doesn't quite matter as Shiu is going to go down. Redemption comes in. Lucid also goes down. And it's a 3-0 to Fury. And Vikla got a shutdown. Just look at that massive gap in mid lane now.
There it is. Look at that gold lead, Feldes. Means that they might be looking for Dragon here, but DK is there to contest. Can they?
We got TPs coming in. Showmaker...
He has to flash
an item, and he's dead. Yeah, so the TP is able to get in behind, and Showmaker just kind of dies. So Drake going their way, BNK that is.
A good amount of times. Mid lane, turret would be big here for DK. Herald comes down.
It's a lot of chip damage in a barrel. Now the Herald kind of up against a rock and a hard place, has to kind of curl around, and there it is. We'll take down the mid turret with like 300 health left.
But they have so much, it might just be gone. Like, look at where Lucid is. I think this is just gone.
They do this so quickly, especially with Diablo on it now, as it's down to 6K, and everybody's so far away. Lucid is nowhere to be seen, and this is just going to be a free Otacon going the way of BNK. Beryl says maybe a little, some free steak as well on top of it, is not quite. Clear is going to have to flash here in mid. Meanwhile, the follow-up engage comes in. The Featherstorm utilized. Diablo just flashing out of there. He wants none of this. Xiu just kind of dead. Raptor, though, going to get engaged on. Goes invulnerable. Now he's going deep for another one. Gets another kill. And he's out! Incredible aiming! It's just going to ult into the abyss as he was caught. And Raptor showing this to Fury's power. 6-0 after that fight.
Otacon alone would have been a big win! But guess what? BNK not done with this. I lose a lot of cooldowns on him. As let's take a look at the first-person view here.
Got Jace. It's looking good. No flash on Talia. A handshake. They're believers now. Please, one game.
They got soul point as well off of that play. I think that's enough.
Kind of feels like the game fell out of a, I don't know.
She was on the flank.
He does have Bloodthirster. So that doesn't do a whole lot. Now the wall's going to come down. That flank comes in. The knockback doesn't hit anything.
Clear's there.
Yeah, Clear going to find that angle, and now the front line all charmed up. Showmaker not a part of this fight as they try to get out to Diablo, but the wall comes up from the Azir, and they shut the door in their face as Ingo's Lucid just desperate for something. They will take down Clear with an ult from aiming, so that is one. As Lucid, kind of a very short pull on that clone.
Happening. As Lucid, all or nothing here. You got to steal this one. Otherwise, BNK are going to bring us to a next game. Oh, he doesn't have clone. Well, after flash.
Yeah, and it just looks like he is going to get knocked up. There's the, goes over to Xayah. Very close there, actually. But Lucid will bite the dust, and this is going heavily in favor of BNK after the take of the Baron, as they will take it down. Showmakers in the bottom lane.
They knew.
And the game looks to be over, guys.
Yeah, Showmaker, like the hard commit to try and, you know, steal and or get an exit kill while Showmaker's in there. BNK bounce back in a big way. Make sure that we don't actually. He's gonna
wall.
Will they be able to stall? I don't think it really matters.
They're gonna buy like 5 seconds.
Might be enough.
In they go. Flash away from Showmaker. Spending a lot of time chasing.
It's not enough.
The Talia. And aiming is gonna spawn. I mean, the turret is still alive. And there's the ult on the wave. Everybody has to kind of flash out of there. At least Raptor did.
Daryl's dead.
Daryl is dead. Nexus turret is gonna fall. BNK have to play this one out very carefully, as aiming just gonna disappear. And it looks like maybe the wallets are just big enough as they get the knock up there onto the chase. And we will be having a series on our hands. It's actually happening here as DK not able to close out a lead, and BNK take game number 3.
What should be like, we're like, oh my god, it's so fun, Zoe's back, and within 2 weeks we'll be like, oh god, get it out.
Please,
we know why it was nerfed. No!
Yeah.
Top side of the map. I don't think he was spotted there, but Showmaker, chapter done. This is looking to be a 4v4 here. It's all about the burst here. Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought we were gonna have fun.
Baited by Grubs.
What, don't you want fun?
No, I mean, I do. It's just, I knew that they were gonna get one and just back away.
Oh, that's boring.
That's the way new Grubs go. That's the way it goes.
No.
Sorry, I don't make the rules. Here at the LCK, you get one Grub, you just leave.
Drake is more important though, so I'm not too bothered with them picking that up. There we go.
Hey, he did it.
So he's still gonna miss, what, like 2 creeps probably? Maybe 1. But I got Dragon, so it's fine. Interesting. Interesting Veldas.
Yes. We're just hanging out.
Rocket Belt's done. Yeah, they are just kind of dropping a lot of plates here. This gold lead is slowly becoming bigger. Now in this series, as we all know, gold lead is more of a concept than something that impacts the game's barrel.
Is it a legend?
Barrel, you know!
Okay, they're going in, and everybody's here, but Raptor, very squishy, is going to be taken out first, as now Diablo just gonna have to hop away, and Kellen in a lot of trouble.
Kellen, no!
Yeah, Kellen, yes. Down he goes, 2-0 to the junglers. Beryl nearly dies. Diablo tried to flash Q that and missed. So now he's down his flash, and DK get the first turret.
Aiming also ready to save his body as...
Oh, and guess what? Guess who doesn't have flash? Not sure if it would have mattered, but he gets caught out in the side lane, and that kill this time goes over to Showmaker. Definitely has. He's been quite consistent. And gotta see if he can step up. He's not that far behind, but certainly making some, you could say, rookie mistakes. And wow. Yeah, he's very young in that photo. Clear is going to be okay.
If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check out the New Blood content that the LCK does. Really good stuff. I guess they can give it this Dragon. DK can. This is still nice though for BNK. Really kind of giving up some of the pressure, but they did answer for this with a lot of pressure, right, towards the mid lane in particular.
Another Ocean Soul.
They're not real though, so.
You know, I didn't want to bring it up, but after game 2, you were like, well, I guess it's just a 3-0. You did say that. And here we go. Going in onto Aiming, who is very out of position and might just go down. Gets flashed on and taken out. Raptor lives. And now Beryl might have to pay for the sins of the team as he will go down as well. It's 2 kills in the pocket of BNK.
There we go. Maybe another complete to follow through here as well. DK should know that this is happening. Trying to deny Raptor access, but look at the vision control here towards the bot side of the map. And the bot lane struggles for DK continuous. The poke is hitting, TP's coming in, Lucid's in the area.
The bubble's not gonna hit. We got Meganar on timing
so
though.
Low. They will all get one-tapped, and Lucid should have an advantage here if he can get the Q off.
Q is used, but they're not putting in the damage just yet. Lucid in range, Kellen hooking the wall, and Lucid's right here. The dash! Oh, he's going to miss! And the dash gets him away. Lucid outplaying and breaking their ankles, as this one will go into the hands of Dplus KIA. Stolen Leona ult hit Aiming. Can't even blame Aiming for that.
Very clean. Okay, Lucid goes in, right? Watch this dash. Dashes away out of the ultimate. Hits the Q. Sunder Sky obviously doing some insane things there, but that was the turning point possibly for BNK. Could have been a kill, a second kill on Otacon, a gold swing, but instead DK up to a commanding lead now. They're just sitting there with the cake.
Party's done. Party's over.
Oh, I can't
Gotta get back.
That. It's too sad.
Go home. Go home. Well, they're just going to keep their Tristana top. And keep in mind, this is without Baron. They're just pushing mid and bot at the same time. Gnarled stolen, but no angles to use it.
Oh, Felbus, it's so sad.
And eventually, I mean, yeah, you gotta try to get some engage off. But Kellen, he's just gonna be isolated up against the wall and the bubble, and he will have to flash away. That is Raptor, of course. Kellen goes in and just dies. Looks like DK might just have it. That damage is insane from the Zoe. So we might be seeing more of this as playoffs comes along, as Clear is actually gonna help Diablo get the kill. Still a chance, I suppose, but not looking very good. Dplus KIA backing away.
Big now.
Yeah, he is that tanky. And the bubble's gonna land. The Q is absolutely gonna paddle him in the face as in he goes. Lucid not quite able to get the angle though with the kick. Kicks Diablo away, follows the Q, is very much alone as the Paddle Star is going to miss as well. And down will go Lucid. Beryl extremely low himself. Vikla just hopping away. Diablo gonna get exhausted. They're thinking about it. The flash on in, and the auto from the side of Showmaker gets the kill. Make it 2. As Kellen make it 3. DK may have just done it, as Raptor is going to be zoned out of this one, and it looks like they might just look for the Baron.
They don't have Lucid yet. They could start it up though, but the health bars are kind of low. Showmaker still looking, so I think they get top turret into base, into just doing the Nash. Might provide an opportunity here for BNK though to at least regain some composure, and I do imagine that they're going to play towards Baron next. We'll have to see. This Dragon, though, is a no-brainer. But, you know, if the gold lead stays at this time, around this space, and I think the real issue is they can't afford to give up Nash. When you're getting sieged by Zoe, Sivir, and they have Nash, you just with your composition especially.
Just hit that FF.
Yeah, it's not fun. But they also can't walk up because I want you to look at their vision.
Well, they saw it with the Ezreal.
They will know, but will it matter? This has got to be the Hail Mary.
I mean, they're
the tournament lives on the line here.
They're just gonna try to send it. Bubble walked over by Kellen. Raptors running in, and DK, they're playing it safe. They're hopping away. The bubble gonna hit Diablo, and the follow-up is there for Showmaker. The one-shot gets the Ezreal, but now Showmaker is very out of position, but they get the Tristana as well, and I think that should just be enough. Down goes Kellen, and down goes Clear. Eventually, there it is. Kill goes over to Shiu, and that will be Dplus KIA moving on to the next round of the Gauntlet.
And the rematch between DK and T1 is on. It was a 5-game banger. We were hoping for one today. But despite that resurgence in Game 4, this is where BNK, their season ends. No shot at an LCK title. No shot at making Worlds. It was DK. 3-1 victory here today.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.